Hey guys, good evening. Coach Kim here from KimberlyBroom.com. How's everyone doing tonight? It's a little bit after 7, and again, I'm doing a nighttime Facebook Live because I didn't get my morning done. Lighting in here, really washing me out. Let's see. See if I can fix that while you guys are hopping on. I don't know. That's okay. It's all right. It's all good, right? So, how is everyone doing? As you hop on, please say hello. I'd love to know who's joining me. You feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from. Tonight, I was going to talk a little bit about some reading recommendations because that is something that came up. It came up in a question from one of my friends. And I had mentioned it the other night that I would get back on and talk to you a little bit more about some good reading materials, some books that I like. And I was just running around my house trying to find them all. So I was thinking about all the books that I've read this year. I'm like, all right, let's figure out in 2017, it's the end of the year. I have read a lot of books. When I was writing them out, I was trying to find them. And I think I've read about 16 different books this year. And that might seem like a lot. But I have read that the average CEO reads 60 books in a year. I'm like, what? That's crazy. I mean, I love to read. And honestly, if I had probably more time on my hands, I would be reading that many books. But that's a lot. And readers really are leaders. And reading, for me, I totally enjoy reading. I like to read for enlightenment, empowerment. I like to read up on different techniques. So whether it's enhancing my sales skills, sales and marketing, which, oh my God, I just joined a really cool attraction marketing challenge group, which is awesome. I'll be talking to you guys a little bit more about that. That is great. That's more for like my coaches and fellow entrepreneurs out there, anyone in sales. But I'll touch on that probably in the next day or two. So those are the books that I tend to go for, like self-help, self-discovery, self-empowerment. And it's funny because somebody had loaned me a book, and it's a book on running, and I really enjoyed the book, and I started to read it, and I really liked it. It's not that I didn't like it, but I always go back to the other types of, like, more for learning. Like I'd mentioned it in a comment to someone. Someone who commented on my live the other night how I said that I usually have like 4 or 5 books going at one time. And she's like, oh my God, I can only read one at a time. And I likened it to more like I study. It's like me studying because I never really finished my college degree. This is my college degree, right? So this is how I learn now, School of Hard Knocks. But I totally love to read. And it's always more on like some kind of an improvement book, more so than fiction or whatnot. So let me just check the feed real quick. Hey, Tina, how's it going? Donna, Charlie, that's a good book. You are a badass. That's one of my favorite books, actually. It's not the one I'm going to talk to you about tonight. So these are just, I don't even know if you can see them. These are just a few of the books that I was like trying to gather and see. I have others that I've read that are tucked away in different corners of my house. But I narrowed it down to 2 that I would totally recommend, like my favorites from this year. And one of them, and at the last moment here, so like even now, I'm getting called to talk about this one, which is not the one I was going to talk about. The Power of I Am. This, I actually read it last year. It's not a 2017. I've read it a couple times. I read it, and then I went right back through and started reading it again. And so let me talk about that one. I'll save the other one for another time. But I love this book so much because the mental strongholds. This is something I've been talking about all week. I've been talking about mindset. I've been, talking about the power of positivity. But I really think that you need to proactively take in positive, uplifting, reading or listening, because everything that we hear on media, on the news, on TV, on the radio, I really feel like it perpetuates negativity, scarcity, fear, and if we're not conscious of that and recognize that and purposely and intentionally put good materials into our minds and, you know, who we're surrounding ourselves with, what we're reading, what we're listening to, what we're taking in, I think it can just really have a draining effect, right? And it was funny, I was just talking to my husband about this, about, you know, how we've had this change in the time change now, and it's dark, and we come home and we feel like you just get home and it's like it's just dark for so long. It's like such a long night, and people are getting, I think in this time of year, people tend to feel like depression more. They have the effects of not having the sunshine, the effects of going into holiday season, all this stuff really starts to come out this time of the year. And I think that's probably why I'm feeling called to talk about this book, because of how uplifting it is. So starting your day off with that, just reading good, positive mental awareness, it will really set your day up. I think it will bring intention to your day. I think you will find it uplifting and you will find it positive. And for those of you that are going through some kind of a mental stronghold right now, I totally recommend it. It is faith-based. It is. But I love faith-based books in the morning. I don't know. So that would be one of my recommendations if you're kind of going through something right now, if you're having that mental stronghold. Say, hey, Lori, how are you? Deb. Oh, Donna, you were great. Awesome. I appreciate that. Michelle, what's going on? Hey, Rachel. What's new, guys? What are you guys up to? So I was just telling everyone, I don't know, for those of you jumping on, you probably have to catch the replay, but I was just talking to them about my recommended reading and how important it is to really be proactive about what you're taking in, what you're putting into your mind, what you're absorbing, because even the subliminals, you know, I notice it so much when the TV's on in the background and maybe I'm in another room doing something. If it's the news, it starts to grate on me. Like I'll have to turn something on just to drown it out. But it's an endless cycle. It's an endless loop of negativity, scarcity, fear. You know, it's really, we're really being marketed to. And we really need to take control of our own mind and our own thoughts, right? And think for ourselves. So anyhow, that is just one of my recommendations, one of my best ones. I had actually bought this book, and then I was gifted, I was gifted one. So I had another one, which I re-gifted to someone else, a good friend of mine, earlier this year. And I hope she got some value out of that. I don't know. I'll have to check in with her. I know she was psyched when she got it because we had been talking about it, and I'll have to check back to see if she ever dug into it. Donna, it's Joel Osteen. It's faith-based. It's Christian. He's Christian. The Power of I Am, but it's so much, it's so good. It's a great book. Rachel, here's the book. I don't know if you can see it. Janet, I see you watching. Did you ever read this? Let me know. If you didn't, that's okay. But if you did and you liked it, tell us. Tell us about it. I just find it very uplifting. It's a lot of affirmations, and if you use it as such, I think you'll get a lot of great stuff out of it. So other than that, like I said, some of my topics, I don't, way back when, I mean, it's not like I don't like fiction, but I've just really, the last, probably 7 years, I've just been on a journey to improve myself, improve my mind, always lifting myself up, honing my skills. So those are the books that I tend to go for. And the fiction ones, I will start some just to be like, all right, I'm just going to, read a book just to escape. And I can get only so far into it. And then I'm always going back to my other books. I'm like, oh, I must be learning. So I use them to study. I don't know. That's how I study now. This is my school as I'm learning. You do love it. Awesome. I'm so glad. Janet, I know you hopped on late, but what I was saying is I was, in one of my other lives, I had promised that I would talk a little bit more about some of my books because people had asked. And tonight I was going through the house and I was trying to collect, just looking at my reading list. I was trying to look just from this year. And I've read about 16 different books. And here's just a few of the ones that were current. And the one I really felt called to talk about was actually one from last year, and it was this one. So I have more. I have more books. I will totally be talking to you about those. I'll mix it up though. Keep you going. But anyhow, I think this time of year, I thought I really felt called to put out something, to make a recommendation for a book that will really lift people up, lift your spirits up, take control of your mindset, because it's a battlefield going on in there, right? Sometimes it just gets the best of us, and we need to take control back. And I think starting your day with that positive intention really makes a world of difference. Hey, Ann, hello. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate that. You can't watch the news, Donna, you can't watch the news in the same room as your son? Do I want to ask why? Yeah, it's the news. Oy, I'm telling you, I intentionally avoid it. And there's certain places I go where it's on, and I have to listen to it, and it drives me bonkers. It drives me crazy. So who else is joining in? Say hey. Feel free to say hey when you hop on, guys. I love that. Holly, I see you. Debbie, you agree? Yep. It's so true. So anyhow, just a couple reminders. Let's see, what time is it now? So before I hop off, it upsets him. It upsets me too. So I understand. How old is your son, Donna? Yeah, Rachel, right? You can't watch it. I mean, there's some things like we need to know. And I feel like, oh God, I feel like sometimes I feel guilty that I don't watch it, that I'm not keeping up with the current times. But even reading the newspaper, I just feel like everything is so sensationalized and hyped up, but in the negative way, that it's hard. Like it's just, you can't take it, you know? It's like, it's hard to swallow. So I go back and forth with like feeling guilty, like I'm not keeping up with world events, but then I start to feel it in my stomach, in that pit of my stomach, and that's when I know I'm like, okay, I can't, it's not worth it. Donna, he's 17. Wow, all right. He's got some good awareness then, you know, good for him for even, you know, recognizing it. But there's nothing good on the news. Debbie, you get your news from the hubby channel. I'm always asking Dave. I'm like, so what's the weather like? He gets so mad at me. He's like, well, what do I look like, a weatherman? I'm like, I don't watch the news. I told you that. I get news from Facebook, which is horrible. But I mean, like if something big is going on, you'll definitely see it on Facebook. For instance, there was a gas leak in my old hometown where my mother lives, and I found out about it on Facebook yesterday in the middle of the day. So I called my mom to make sure she was okay. Hey, John Parker, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Michelle, Netflix. Netflix is great just when you want to tune out. You know what? That's what I will do. Like I said that I will occasionally try to attempt to read like a fiction story just for fun, just to dump, and I can't do it, but I will totally zone out to like Netflix or the TV. I'm telling you that. It's like a guilty pleasure. I'm just admitting it. TV. I do love my TV. John, you are the hubby channel. I know. I got it. I got that. Hey, John. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Hey, Teresa. But thanks to Deb, I don't watch the cable news channel. Yeah, Fox News. Don't watch Fox. If you're getting your news from Fox, people, you need to step it up. I'm just going to leave it at that. Music is much better. Absolutely. Totally agree. I don't listen to enough music lately. I need to get back into that. I miss my jazzercise days. In the gym. Maybe if I get to the gym, right, Kara? Shout out to Kara and BST MMA in Mendon, Mass. They are doing a December challenge for the most classes attended, so that's awesome. And on that note, I am doing a holiday hold'em in my private group. Join Coach Kim's Corner, www.joincoachkimscorner. It's a Facebook group. Free challenge for the month of December. The goal, not to gain any weight this December. So it starts tomorrow morning. You still have time to join in. Hit me up over there. You'll get all the details on it. I posted about it the other day. There is a video on my live, on my wall, my personal wall, which you can see, or you can just head on over to the group and get all the details over there. We got a whole bunch of us who are ready to kick it off and hold them steady. The holiday, hold them, right? No weight gain. Noted that, no cable news. Yeah, Deb, I bet you guys have the music on a lot. Absolutely. When I'm thinking, I like just quiet. When I'm cleaning, I love music. Cooking, I love music. Hey, Ryan, thanks for joining. Yeah, I have to have the TV on when I'm painting or making scarves to sell. Yeah, it's like white noise. I do like to have it on in the background. There are some things I'll do, and it's nice to just have it on, just some kind of a noise in the background. I definitely like that, or a fan. It's like that white noise. Thanks, John. I appreciate that. Janet, what are you saying? Oh, Janet, you missed the holiday hold'em? You better be in on that. I'm pretty sure you're in the group. If not, I'll post the link and you can join in. Awesome. Awesome. I'm so excited. We got a whole bunch of us. None of us want to gain weight this season. Right? Oh my God. Rachel, I don't have an Echo. I need to figure that stuff out. How do you like it? Oops, while you're in the kitchen. I just caught that. Deb, are you cooking right now? Is that what you're saying, John? John, you smell something. I hope it's good. I'm sure it is. But I'm sure she's not burning anything. Rachel, you love it? Does it like turn your lights on and stuff like that? Or am I confusing that with Alexa? I don't know. I can't keep them all straight. How do you use it? Just for music, Rachel? John, what is Debbie cooking tonight? What's she cooking? She has got some great recipes, that woman. I'm jealous. I wish she would cook for me. I know, Teresa. That's what I'm saying. Everything Deb cooks, it looks amazing. All right. So, Rachel, I am confusing the Echo and Alexa. I don't know. So, Echo is just music? Is that Google? School me. Drop some knowledge on me, girl. But I yell at Alexa and it would turn on, so I changed. Oh. I was at a party this weekend and they had Alexa. I'm pretty sure it was Alexa in the background, and it was kind of cool. They were like, "Turn the music up, change the song. This isn't good Christmas song." It was kind of funny. It's scary and funny, but where technology is going, it's insane. Another topic I will be talking about, especially with the Hilo. Oh my God, nuts. John, Debbie's making chicken patties. Yum. Love that. Is that for tonight, or is that like batch cooking, or both? Could be both. What time is it? I need to get to the grocery store. I'm running out. It's end of the week and I'm running out of food. Typical. Very scary, right? Oh, the technology, all those sci-fi movies we watched as kids, like all that stuff, it's happening. It's like real. Flying cars. Remember the Jetsons and Rosie, the robotic maid? Oh my God, it's crazy. It's crazy cool how fast it's going. John, they taste good with a little black pepper, black beans? What? Little black what on them? For tonight. You're making me hungry. Anyhow, guys, I am so glad you've been here chatting with me. Nighttime is way more fun to do Facebook Lives. I need to do them at night more. But like I said, I don't know, a couple nights ago, my energy is so much stronger in the morning, and I like to whoops, did you hear that? I really like to capitalize on that, like when I am at like peak energy times. That's when I need to do writing. That's when I really can get some work done, when I can think clearer and carry on conversations. Hey, Rachel. I see you popping on. Appreciate you jumping in. You're hungry too. Yeah, I know. We're all getting hungry now. Thanks, John. Thanks for making us hungry. All right, guys. Listen, I think I've kept you long enough. We're just chit-chatting. Anyhow, I just, my book recommendation and why, for those of you who just jumped on, you can catch the replay. That is one that I would recommend if you are like kind of in a funk, if you have just not been feeling yourself, if you need some motivation, you need to kind of break through that mental stronghold. I would totally recommend that book, and I will be sharing more books down the road. Again, Holiday Hold'em going on. It starts tomorrow. It's a free challenge for the month of December. Let's hold our weight steady. No weight gain this December. Join us. We will keep you going. We'll keep you on track, keep you accountable. And I will be talking more about, I've been jumping into attraction marketing and sales and learning some really good stuff on that forefront. Can't get enough of it. So I'll be sharing a little bit about that down the road as well. All right, guys, have an awesome, awesome night. Debbie, you're back. Oh, I appreciate you. Hey, Mark, how's it going? You just jumped on, but I'm jumping off. Sorry. You can catch the replay. All right, guys, I'll catch you later. Have an awesome night. Appreciate you.